YouTube show here, joined by the head basketball coach of the Crane Pirates, Coach Kevin Smith. And for today's show, we're going to be doing a weekly recap with the head coach of the Crane Pirates, Coach Kevin Smith. Recapping the games from the past week, Crane was in the Blue and Gold tournament on the day after Christmas, and they played Willard and lost to them by a score of 74-54. That was their first loss of the season that they suffered. Then they played Hollister and defeated them by 3 by a score of 49-46. Then they played Branson and defeated them by a score of 57-35. And then they suffered their second loss of the season to Mount Vernon by falling to Mount Vernon by a score of 70-58. Then the Pirates took a week off and came back home, and they played Ash Grove and defeated them by a score of 83-48. Coach Smith, what was the chemistry that you had going into the Blue and Gold tournament on the week of Christmas?
You know, we want to come up there and have a good showing and prove who we are. And I was real pleased how we did most of the time. We didn't play very well with Willard. I think we were starstruck the first half, and we kind of got into what we do the second half, and I was real pleased with how the boys did that. And, you know, we went to the next game with Hollister, and we just grinded it out and had a nice win, but didn't play as smooth. Just sometimes you got to grind out wins, but we played really well with Branson, and I was real pleased how our defense played and our offense played, and I was really pleased on the whole game altogether. And I just think we played real well with Mount Vernon, let them do what they wanted to with us, and the kids could blame it on being tired, but everybody's playing 4 games in 4 days, so didn't come out like we wanted to. And I think it helped us play this game tonight, that we'd been on the big floor against great competition at the Blue and Gold with a lot of bigger schools, 2 Class 5 and 2 Class 3, and it showed tonight about how we playing up a little bit.
Lots of big games that you had. That was actually at the campus of Missouri State at the Hammond Student Center, and we put JQH Arena there in Springfield. What were the advantages that you saw from the games with Willard, Hollister, Branson, Mount Vernon, and Ash Grove?
You know, we usually will out-athlete you, or we get the better athletes or skilled players. With Willard, that was a little bit different, playing at that level. Unfortunately, even in the next game with Hollister, they forced us to play their speed and their tempo, and we just grinded it out. So we didn't force our will on them as we usually do people. And then we got in the Branson game, and Branson tried to play at our tempo and how we want to do things, and that didn't go real well for them. So, but then we just didn't grind it out very well with Mount Vernon. So even with the Ash Grove game, I could tell that we've been playing on at Missouri State, and the floor's bigger and wider and longer, and it really showed and helped tonight.
Now you came back home, and we have to talk about those disadvantages, even though you're 12-2. What were the disadvantages that you saw against Willard, Hollister, Branson, Mount Vernon, and Ash Grove?
I think a disadvantage was the athletic ability of Willard. Willard's more athletic than us in some key spots, and that bothered us because usually we've been the more athletic one at times, and I thought that a disadvantage in the Hollister game was they're a little more physical than us, and that kind of hurt us. Then the Branson game, I thought we played real well. I didn't really see a disadvantage there, but we did not want to grind it out, and it was a disadvantage that we had with the Hollister game, with the Mount Vernon game, and we just didn't grind it out with them, and they were just better than us that night.
Moving out of that disadvantages topic, now on to the corrections. You're staying home next week. It's going to be the Crane tournament. You're taking on Galena, SWCL member, and not too far away from this town, about 9 miles to the south. What's going to be the corrections that you're going to be making until the Galena game after this Ash Grove game?
I see a big thing that we got to do is we got to really focus on boxing out, get a good solid box out and retrieving the ball. I don't think we're really doing that real well right now, but hopefully we can make some corrections and get that done. We just got to make that a focus point.
If you had any players that shined out in the Blue and Gold tournament in the games against Willard, Hollister, Branson, Mount Vernon, and the game back here at Ash Grove, who are the players of the week that you would shout out to from those games?
I thought Tyler Campbell played really good, solid games all the way through the last 5 games, the Blue and Gold and the tournament, and then this one. I thought Ty had a really good offensive, defensive game all the way around, so I was really pleased about his all-around game.
If you have any final words to say to all the coaches that you played in the Blue and Gold tournament and the coach that you recently played of Josh Reese from Ash Grove, what would your final words be to all those coaches that you played?
I have great respect for all those coaches. I wish them well. We won't see any of those that we saw in the blue and gold. They're all bigger schools. I wish them well. Josh Reese is in our tournament, and he's also in our district. So hopefully we can come out on top of them again if we happen to see them. So I wish them all well and just get going their kids.
Here with the head coach of the Crane Pirates, Coach Kevin Smith, after that big 83-48 victory against Ash Grove tonight. Coach Smith, what was the science that you had going in this game against Ash Grove?
We wanted to focus on what we had done so well in the blue and gold and keep that going on here. And we want to really get pressure on the ball and make this a good race and space game. We talk about that. We raced our spaces, and I thought we did that, and we kind of forced how we wanted to play it out the whole way. So that was what we really wanted to do and see if they wanted to play at the pace that we wanted to play.
Coming into this game, you're 12-2, 2 losses to Willard and Mount Vernon. They were both in the blue and gold tournament. Coming up against this 2-10 Ash Grove team, what was you expecting out of Ash Grove tonight and out of your players tonight against Ash Grove?
You know, I knew that they would come in. Coach Reese does a good job with his stuff, and I know they're going to come in and compete. I think they'll still come in and compete with get their season going good. I was really just wanting to kind of force what we wanted to do the whole time and keep the tempo really good and high, and we did that. But they'll bounce back. They do a good job. So this game will be nothing to them down the road as they'll pick up and get better.
Two of your lead scorers tonight were Isaiah Smith and Tyler Campbell. Isaiah Smith, your son. What was going through their minds tonight to score 22 and 18 points? 22 for Ty Campbell and 18 for Isaiah Smith.
They're both really good guards, and they play well together. Our team really does a good job. They're going to probably usually score a lot of points because they have the ball in their hands quite a bit, and they are very good at trying to score it and making plays for others. So I'm not surprised about where they were in this game. They're two good guards that can really handle it.
You're going to be staying home for the next week. It's the Crane tournament coming up. We don't know the opponent, but what's going to be the firepower they're going to be bringing against your opponent in the Crane tournament?
Well, first game we are playing Galena. We'll play them on Monday night, and I'll get to the books and we'll start doing some film study for them and get ready for them on Sunday, and then we'll be prepping for them pretty quick, and then we have a short turnaround. And we'll get ready for Diamond on Tuesday.
If you have any final words to say to the head coach of the Ash Grove Pirates, Coach Josh Reese, what would your final words be to Josh Reese of the Ash Grove Pirates?
Coach Reese does a good job. I mean, he'll get his kids going. I really have a good respect for him, and he'll get his kids going. I know that they were kind of off tonight, and we were kind of on, so. He'll bounce back. He does a good job with his school team for sure. So I'm not surprised if he'll come out and win a few games over here in our tournament.
All right, thanks for taking the time with us, Coach Smith. Congratulations on that big win. We'll talk to you at the Crane tournament.
All right, thank you very much.
Here were two of the lead scorers from the Crane Pirates, Isaiah Smith and Tyler Campbell, scoring 22 and 18 points tonight against Ash Grove. Let me start off with the lead scorer tonight is Tyler Campbell. Tyler Campbell, what was the chemistry that you had going up against Ash Grove tonight?
Our chemistry, just how we play every night. Just whoever's hitting, give it to them, and just good teamwork.
I think we play well when we play through each other, and we just got to keep this up. Our chemistry is high right now, and we just need to keep flowing.
You guys were coming into this game after the blue and gold tournament, after that loss to Mount Vernon. What was the words from Coach Smith that helped you get you guys back into the win column tonight against Ash Grove?
We just got to move past our games and play together as a team like we know we can, and we just got to come to a game like we gotta win whatever we can do.
That was our fourth game in a row. We were tired and we just needed a little rest, and we came back ready.
You guys will enter the Crane tournament. You're going to be taking on your neighbors to the south, that's Galena, who is also in the same conference as you guys, the SWCL. What's going to be the main objective to help bring a win against Galena to open up the Crane tournament?
I think our team chemistry is going to have to stay balanced like we have it. We play well whenever our defense is high, so we just got to come in with a lot of defense.
We got to play really good together and push the ball and just make a statement.
If you have any final words to say to the head coach of the Ash Grove Pirates, Coach Josh Reese, that you guys played tonight, what would your final words be to Josh Reese of the Ash Grove Pirates?
Good luck for the rest of the season.
their team plays well. Just keep up the good work and just play hard.
Thanks for taking the time with us, Tyler Campbell and Isaiah Smith. Congratulations on those wins. We'll talk to you at the Crane Tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, that's going to wrap up our show for today. We hope you enjoyed our show. We hope you enjoyed us sitting down with the head coach of the Crane Pirates, Coach Kevin Smith, the boys basketball coach of the Crane Pirates. If you want to stay connected with the Crane Pirates through their social media, be sure to like them on Facebook. Follow them on Twitter. Their Twitter is at Crane Hoops. Once again, that's Crane Hoops on Twitter. Also, check out their website. Their website is at crane.k12.mo.us. If you want to stay connected with us through our social media, be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and check out our website. Our website is ozarksportsreport.wixsite.com/Ozark Sports Report. For one final time, I want to thank head coach Kevin Smith for sitting down and recapping the Blue and Gold tournament and their first game to open up the new year of 2019. I'm Adam Smith reporting for Ozark Sports Report saying, have a good day, everybody.